Hi, I'm Mike with Become a Better Guitar Player. And one of the things people have asked me about is how to make finger exercises for some older players that are having a hard time with their fingers because they're stiff or they have arthritis or they're having a hard time making bar chords. So I'm going to show you a few things that I've done over the years that work for me. Maybe they'll help you out also. So the first thing I do when I start playing my guitar is I take off my wristwatch. So that allows the stuff in your arm to work better, okay? So let me start out by saying this also. I have no medical training. Everything I'm showing you is just things that I've learned myself over the years that work for me. So here's, I don't have any formal training in this. I'm just gonna show you what works for me and what helps me play, because I'm almost 60 years old and I've been playing a long time, and I can tell a difference now when I start playing that it takes me a lot longer to warm up my fingers on my left hand. So the first thing I do after I take off my wristwatch, I do this. I roll my fingers. This warms up my muscles and my knuckles. I do the back of my hand. Make sure I massage it pretty good, and I'll do my wrist. I had some problems with my left hand once, and it turns out that the muscles in my arm are all stiff, and it was because I had my wristwatch on. So I like to really get my hand warm and my muscles in my left hand and stuff. It makes it really good. And then I'll clench, make some fists. And I'll bend my wrists like that. Then I'll do this. Kind of bend my wrists backwards and hold them, and you can feel them stretching. I really feel this in my forearms the most. And then after a few minutes of that, I'll do this. Really feel that in my forearms too. That feels pretty good. So after I've done that, I'm going to flex my fingers. I like to do that for about 5 minutes actually. So one of the best things for getting my left hand sort of warmed up is, they just call this the chromatic scale. It's pretty easy. I just down pick. On the G string, you only go up to the 3rd fret. I'll do that a few times. Kind of get your hands coordinated with each other to warm up, and I always leave my fingers depressed on the strings as I do this too. And after I do that, then I'll double pick them. I'll go down, up on each note. And then I'll double pick it, but I'll only hit each note one time. And just like any kind of exercise, you want to start out a little slow on it. And just kind of work up the speed on it till it feels comfortable. And after I've done that a few times, I feel like my hands are coordinated. Then I'll play some simple chords. I'll do some one-finger chords like an E chord. And I'll play just some basic first position chords like the D and the G and the C. And that gets my hands kind of coordinated with each other. And I'll do this for 5 to 10 minutes to warm up. And I feel like it loosens up the muscles in your hands and your forearm, and it just coordinates your left and your right hand together, especially when you start doing the double picking part. All right, and I have one more quick trick that I use when I don't have access to a guitar and I want to keep my fingers sort of syncopated, and I like to keep the calluses on my fingers too. One of the things I do is I'll take the fingers on my left hand and I'll keep touching the tip of my thumb. And I can do this while I'm sitting in the car. I can do it while I'm sitting on an airplane, just anywhere where I can't have a guitar with me. Another trick is you take an old credit card, and this will keep the calluses on your fingertips good. And you just take your fingers and you put them on the edge of the credit card like that. Well, this isn't as good as having a guitar with you. It'll definitely keep your fingertips pretty well calloused. I've been on trips for 2 to 3 weeks before and come home and I still had calluses on my fingertips from this. And that's kind of a big deal when you're playing guitar. Sometimes it'll take a week to get them back or more. So this actually helps. So I hope this helps people that are having hard times with their hands. I have arthritis in my fingers. I've had some broken fingers over the years, and I still am able to play pretty well and play for long periods of time without my fingers getting stiff or having problems with my hands. So I hope this helps you. If it does, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and have a nice day. Thank you.